Domestic violence affects individuals in every community, regardless of race, economic status, gender, sexual orientation, age, religion, nationality, or celebrity status. And as the largest provider of domestic and sexual assault support services in the region, the YWCA of Southampton Roads wants to keep the issue in the spotlight. Ruth Jones is the YWCA's executive director. She joins me today to share her perspective on things, but also to tell you a little bit about what the YWCA is and what it isn't and what people may presume. So the YWCA is not the YMCA.
It is not the YMCA, and I'm so glad that you started with that because we are often confused with the Y. And I tell people we're not the Y, we're the YWCA, and the W makes a difference. The W makes a difference because we are the oldest and largest multicultural women's organization in the region. We were started as a movement more than 100 years ago by women, largely for women, to impact the lives of women. And so it's important for people to know, that our services really are focused on our mission to eliminate racism and empower women. And what we do in the community is very different from other organizations.
Okay. Well, that being said, some of the things you focus on, as you mentioned, eliminating racism and empowering women. And empowering women certainly is very much in the headlines and probably in everyday life, but we've seen a lot of coverage about domestic violence issues, particularly amongst sports pros in the news. And while that raises the profile and it may help with the issue, news comes and goes. This is something that stays, and it continues to be a problem for many people.
That's right. Domestic violence isn't something that's new in our community, but the recent events have certainly elevated the attention and dialogue around this issue. This month is actually National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so the dialogue that is occurring in the community is very timely. At the YWCA Southampton Roads, we provide a range of services to benefit women and families that are impacted by domestic violence. We provide emergency shelter. We provide transitional and permanent housing. Our permanent housing is actually designed to move families from emergency shelter into housing in less than 30 days. In addition to that, we provide a range of support services that we know individuals need when their lives are impacted by violence. Those services include mental health counseling, legal advocacy, hospital accompaniment, and child care as well.
There are so many aspects to actually address when it comes to someone whose life is being disrupted and changed, but hopefully changed for the better by being able to get out of a situation that has been traumatic for everybody involved. So the services you provide really do wrap around each individual and their family members.
They do. Our goal is to provide a comprehensive and integrated approach to service delivery. We believe that in addition to focusing on housing first, we need to wrap the services around families so that they don't return to abusive situations. The research indicates that it takes 7 attempts for a woman to actually get out of an abusive relationship.
Really?
It does, absolutely. So we know that the support services we provide in the form of counseling, child care, housing, the legal advocacy are all very important to making sure women can feel that sense of empowerment and move towards self-sufficiency.
Well, that the whole idea of it being a cycle, as are many things that land people in hot water, whether it be legally or physical harm, that being able to step in there and say, this time you're not going to revert back to what it was you were doing before so that you can move forward with your life. But that's got to be really tough for some of the women, and I think in this case it is mostly, the majority will be women, although there are men who deal with this as well, being able to find them a place that they actually do feel safe in. And that's got to be a hard thing to convince people of.
It's a hard thing to convince people of because this is a complex issue. It doesn't just impact women, it impacts the entire family. You referenced the cycle of abuse, and one of the things that I think is important for me to note is that in over 60% of the homes where women are being abused, children are also abused, either sexually or physically. The research bears that. And what we also know about children who are abused, especially boys, or exposed to the abuse, that they either become abusers or find themselves in abusive situations later as adults. So there's a lot more we can do to break this cycle of abuse, and we're working very diligently at the YWCA to do the best that we can. We're very fortunate to have supportive, strategic partners who are collaborating with us to bring awareness to the issue of domestic and sexual violence, as well as raise funds and funds to support our cause.
Okay. And it's growing. That support is growing all the time, is it not?
It is growing. I mentioned earlier that we were started as a movement by women and for women, but one of the things we realized is that we need men to support the YWCA. We are the YWCA. The W makes a difference, but 85% of all domestic violence victims are women, and we need men to stand with us and say violence against women is not okay. So we've launched a new PSA campaign this month. It's called One Man Can Make a Difference. It shows the different faces of domestic violence from an abuser's perspective, but also from the perspective of men who are intervening in situations to say, stop the violence, no more, today has to be the day.
And there is an event, a tailgate that's coming up, and it's called Empower Men.
It's called the first annual Tailgate Party and Cook-Off, Men Who Empower Tailgate Party and Cook-Off. Our goal really was to take a very innovative and creative approach to engaging men in this movement. So instead of simply focusing on the abusers and the abuse, we wanted to highlight and recognize men in the community who are doing so much to impact the lives of others, especially women. So on Saturday, October 25th, we will host the event at Old Dominion University. We will recognize 8 men in our community who have just done phenomenal work, and we are truly excited. We'll have music, we'll have lots of food, raffle prizes, and even a best tailgate dish, People's Choice voting segment. So we invite individuals to visit our website and learn more.
Great, and that's odu.edu.
They can visit our website at ywca-shr.org.
Okay, that's the YWC website. It's the ODU versus Western Kentucky game that will be televised live, and you'll be in the room and being able to share in the fun, but also in supporting what is a very important cause. And yes. Ruth Jones, thank you so much for coming and sharing some time and your wisdom and background and good knowledge, good information for people who may need this kind of help.
Thank you.
Seniors and caregivers and seniors to be, the Art of Healthy Aging Forum and Expo is designed with you in mind. Some last minute details coming up.